Friends, welcome back. What we are going to do today is we are going to learn two very important requirements of ISO 9001-2008 standard. Two very important requirements that we are going to learn in this session are control of documents and control of records. For any organization, irrespective of its size, nature, number of business, number of employees, location, turnover, if they want to get certified to ISO 9001 standard, they need to make sure that requirements in clause number 4.2.3 and 4.2.4 are totally met with. These requirements are nothing but control of documents and control of records. Organizations who take enough precautions and they put in required amount of efforts to have compliance to these two requirements really get the best of the ISO 9001 system. So let's understand what do we mean by control of documents and what do we mean by control of records. First of all, difference. What do you mean by document? What do you mean by record? What is the difference between a document and a record? Fundamental difference between a document and a record is document can be changed, record cannot be changed. According to ISO 9001-2008 standard, records are a special type of documents. So when I say document, what do I mean? When I say document, I mean your manuals, policies, procedures, flowcharts, drawings, the blank templates, any kind of document that you have, either in electronic format or in physical format. That is a document. For an example, your customer satisfaction form, customer feedback form, the blank template would be a document. When you fill in data, it becomes a record. So the standard requirement about document, control of document, what does it say? It says that there has to be a documented procedure available for controlling the documents. Mind you, documented procedure. It has to be a documented procedure. There are several procedures which might necessarily be not documented, but this requirement requires a documented procedure. So when you implement your ISO 9001 system in your organization, make sure you have a documented procedure available for control of documents and for control of records. The documented procedure you need to make sure that document are reviewed adequately prior to their issue. It is not that anybody can create a document, start using it. Once there is a need of the document is established, there has to be a set process in the organization using which we review the documentation for its adequacy prior to it has been issued. There has to be a formal document issue process. Very important part, any document that we have under ISO 9001 system, there has to be a revision control. That means at the minimum, every document must have a revision number or a version number and effective date. Normally, when you are starting new, we start with revision 00 or issue 1 and date when you started using the particular document. So that is how we put. You need to make a process that in the entire organization, either at the footer or at the header, right side, left side, revision number and effective date is mandatorily mentioned for all the documents. On and above that, you can put approved by, issued by, you can put document number, but revision number, effective date is mandatory. Another requirement is under document control or control of documents, the management representative will maintain a master list of documents and records. What do we do here is, the management representative will have a list of all the documents maintained in the organization. It will have information like what is the document number, document name, what is the current revision number or version number, what is the effective date of the current revision, to whom it has been issued, how many control copies are issued, what is the date of issue, and what is the control mechanism. This is what we have in control of documents. Another requirement is revision procedure. There has to be document revision procedure properly controlled in the organization. What do we need for this requirement compliances? Anybody wants to make any change in any of the documents anywhere in the organization, they need to send a formal document change request either directly to the management representative or through deputy management representative or through departmental head, depending on arrangement in the organization. The document change request will get approved or rejected. If it is approved, the management representative or the person who is custodian of the master list of document will recall all the old documents, carry out changes, update master list of document, change revision 0 to 1, 6 to 7, 11 to 12, 14 to 15, issue the new document. Make sure that if by any reason you happen to maintain an obsolete copy of the document, you put an suitable identification mark on it so that unintentionally somebody does not get an opportunity to use it. That's document change process. Another very important requirement under document control is control of obsolete documents. Put in proper identification. Apart from that, control of document also talks about how do you control documents of external origin. In some organization, they might not get any documents of external origin. In some organization, there might be plenty of external origin documents. For an example, your customers' drawings, formulations, designs, intellectual properties, physical properties, any associated with the products that might result in documents of external origin, standards, manuals, what you use. So that all become documents of external origin. If you have any documents of external origin that you are using in your organization, you need to have a setup in place through which you will control how they are received, to whom it has been issued, when did you return it back, and what is the procedure you have in place to make sure that you always get the latest updated document in case that becomes or that is a part of very important document of your process. On and above this, control of document also talks about regular review of the documentation. So you identify the frequency, 6 monthly, yearly, your complete set of documentation is revised, reviewed to check its adequacy, because it might happen you have prepared some document 6 months earlier, 1 year earlier. In last 1 year, there were enough changes in your business processes or competition or business environment